Hi lovelies, I'm here to share with you my meditations. The one profound one that I've had recently with regards to the 5D energies and going up to the fifth plane. It's imagine there's this tunnel around you, tunnel just for you, and this light that's continuously coming down. But what's preventing you from rising and what's preventing the light coming in is all of those 3D matrix that you're holding on to, all of those 3D, 4D paradigms, all of those belief systems that no longer serve, that no longer are able to be in the fifth. All of that pain, all of that suffering, all of that trauma, no longer needed. It's time to let it go. What was it teaching you? What did you learn from it? Did you become a master in something because now you went through something so many times that you're now a master? I'm being told that when you repeat something over and over and over again, it's because you're failing to see the lesson in what it is that incident is teaching you. Gotta let it all go. All that pain, all that suffering, let it go. When you make your way, when you clear your path, all you're going to feel is love and light. That's all you're going to feel. Nothing else matters. You're going to get those ones that are still in the 3D, as the Matrix would put it, still the blue pillars. You're still going to get those. You're still going to get them ones that are unable to believe that the Cabal was in power, what the Cabal was doing, that Q has been clearing out the swamp, as Trump likes to call it. You're going to get those ones. And that's okay. That's okay that they have yet to wake up to the fifth, to the truth of it. That's okay. Allow them to take their time to see. If you're on the journey and you're making your way, good on you. It is really about letting all of that go. And for those of us that are on our journey to the fifth and stuck in the fourth a little bit, the third and the fourth, and it's all about, oh my gosh, this is what they did to our babies and all of the tunnels and Hollywood and the food and the wine. Let it go. It's no longer going to serve in the fifth. We are making a way for a new world. It's a world of love, world of bliss. No more trauma, no more pain, no more suffering. It's all going. Make your way. Let it all go. I had a conversation with somebody and they put something on their timeline of debt and heartache and pain and all of this, and I was like, that just kind of seems a little bit 3D. Let all of that go and join us in the fifth. That's amazing. It's amazing here. It's love, it's joy, it's laughter. And I said that you've got to do the work. You've got to let go of all of the stuff that's keeping you on the third. You've got to do the work. And I was told that's not for me. And for many of you that's in the fifth, are probably screaming, why? Why do you want to hold on to it when there is so much love, so much bliss, so much joy here on the fifth? Why do you want to hold on to the 3D paradigms of the pain and suffering that you have gone through? Maybe for them, that is their identity. They have no idea who they will be without that. Maybe they actually fail to really understand what letting go of all of that is. For me, when I started my journey in 2011, not really knowing what my journey really was, but when I started my journey, and it was looking at my belief systems and what was keeping me in suffering and in pain, and really what I wanted was to understand my spirituality and understand everything that I was seeing and hearing and feeling. And it was really letting go of the belief systems and what those belief systems were teaching me. What was that pain teaching me? What was that suffering teaching me? And all I can say, from my perspective, from my truth, all of that I went through was teaching me about the light. All of that I witnessed, all of that I saw, all of that I felt, all of that I heard, it was teaching me about the light. And I give thanks to every single person involved in pushing me towards the light, in allowing me to have the courage to jump when I jumped, to be in the light. There's so much love here, there's so much joy. When you let go of all of that stuff, all of that, that's when you start to realize what it is that you are here for. We are all here for a purpose. We are all here meant for something. Start to live it. And the only way you're going to live it is when you let go of all of that 3D, all of that 4D stuff. Let it all go. You can't take it with you to the fifth. You also can't take anybody with you to the fifth. Just like I said earlier, the tunnel system is just yours, only for you. You've got to do the work. You've got to let all of that go. I know for me, when I was letting all of that stuff go for me, I needed help. It was really hard to look at my own stuff, my own nonsense of the pain and the suffering that I caused, that I also went through, that I was in. Gotta let it go. And when you start to see that sometimes it's an ancestral pattern and it's you that is completing that lesson for that ancestor, it makes it easy or easier to see why you were and are going through certain things. So when you start to see that there are certain things in your ancestral line that is causing you to repeat things so that you can complete the lessons for them, it makes things a little easier to digest why you went through certain aspects of trauma or pain or suffering. Excuse me. Sometimes it's hard to have a look at your own self. It's hard to see the bottom of a teaching or a lesson when I do work on myself and work for other people, I always ask universe to sort it out from conception and have it percolate through the DNA down to the person. You want to let it all go. For some of you, it's going to be a lot easier. Phew, don't need that anymore. Let that go. Bruh. For others of you, it's going to be really hard. Really hard to have a look at that and be like, "Boof, need help." And there's always help out there. There's always someone that you can turn to and help. There's always someone out there that you can turn to that will help you. Life is amazing. Life is wonderful. When you start to listen to that voice in your heart, when you start to listen and really listen, life becomes, well, easier for you and hard in other ways. Because sometimes you'll be going against the grain. That is tradition. That is the belief patterns of those around you. When you listen to your heart, that is the most amazing thing that you can do for yourself. That's the best gift that you could give yourself. One thing that I will suggest is listen to Skip Marley's album Higher Place, because there is no other place to go other than the fifth. There is nowhere else to go. I'm being told to talk about vaccines, but I really don't want to. Love and blessings to each and every one of you. I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope that you will start to let go if you haven't already started to. If you need help, there's always help out there. There's always somebody willing to help you. Love, peace, follow that voice.